Okay, welcome back to Digital DNA Glasgow. My name is Alastair Cameron from Starticus, and I am in the Upstart Startup Zone. I think one of the benefits of being a startup, or actually not the benefits, one of the things you have to do as a startup is reach out to people, network and connect. I've been lucky enough to meet Lina. It is Lina, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank goodness for that, who is from an organisation called Digitalnauts. And I just chatted with Lina. I said, Lina, let's just go and have this chat on camera so we can find out more about the business and what you guys are up to. So do you want to start by just giving us a little bit of explainer about the business?
Yeah, absolutely. Firstly, lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
It's such a nice find, you know.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to find in events like this one.
100%, yeah.
So you need to be open for the opportunities.
Yeah.
So my name is Lina Srebrova. I am the XR Strategist at Digitalnauts, and it might be a little unusual title. So I'll go into what we do.
Yep.
So we create immersive solutions for businesses.
Amazing.
So when I say immersive, that could be virtual reality,
Yep.
the one where you put on the headset. It could be augmented reality on your phone, or mixed reality, which is the most sci-fi
Brilliant.
one as
Yeah.
people think about it. So what we are all about is making these technologies accessible for businesses. So currently, it's a little bit hard in our type of industry because a lot of the companies know about the technology, but they don't know how to implement it.
Yep.
Where is the best place? And what is the use case? Is it just for games? Like, you know, most
Yep.
people say, oh, yeah, my son has an Oculus at home.
Yeah.
But how can I use that for business? So where we come in is we help people find the right solution and basically implement that
Yeah.
as a complete way.
Okay, cool. So let me get this right. So you work with industry rather than, you're not making necessarily standalone products that you go on the App Store, for example. Would you work with a client to create something for them that would represent their requirements to then go out to market?
Yes. So the way we usually work is we create bespoke solutions.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And that is something that we started with. A lot of the training simulations that we do for
Yeah.
high-risk sectors, you know, we work with the industry in
Yeah.
general. It could be anything from maritime to
Yeah.
construction
Brilliant.
to pharma. It is
Wow.
there's a lot of different
Yeah.
possibilities for our technology, and there's
Yeah.
a lot of different use cases. What we are trying to get to is creating a bit more off-the-shelf content. So make sure that whatever we create is accessible to more businesses,
Yeah.
because it's not exactly the most affordable tech right now.
sure.
And the idea is that if we can create something a bit more generic, that more companies
Yeah.
can reuse,
So
then
potentially white label it. So like maybe
Yeah.
have, like, for example, say it was a financial services educational VR solution, it could be picked up by five or six institutional organizations, finance companies, and white labels.
Yeah,
Yeah?
absolutely. We can
Okay.
totally do that. But the idea is to make it even affordable for smaller size companies as
Okay,
well.
yeah.
So it's probably the easiest to go to a huge corporate and say, listen, we
Yeah.
have this fancy tech, you know, let's
Yeah.
figure out how you can use it, how you can make the most of it.
Yeah.
But it's so much harder to actually, you know, bring it to the companies that are
Yeah.
also our size.
Yeah.
And any company can basically make use of the technology.
Amazing, yeah. And I'm guessing maybe things like VR training solutions, for example, or like industry-specific things, obviously, where a lot of employees could access the information and learning in one go. Would that be something, so the education outreach piece?
Yeah, absolutely. So the thing about virtual reality is it takes you that step further from the usual e-learning or your usual classroom training. So if you need to recreate something in a very high-risk environment, something very dangerous or remote, you can actually just recreate that in the headset.
For sure.
So at some point you can be right here, and
Yeah.
then you know, the next day. The next moment,
Yeah.
you're literally on a ship somewhere in the
Yeah.
Mediterranean,
Yeah.
and you're training how to do mooring of the ship.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different situations that can be
Amazing.
recreated.
So one of I think I mentioned this to you earlier, one of the people that's on the panel that I'm part of at 4:10 this afternoon is a guy called Will Benton, and obviously he works with the aerospace industry.
Yeah.
And they look for innovation from outside of the sector already to come in to kind of solve internal problems. And I would guess that either employee training or kind of immersive experiences is something they would look at. Interestingly as well, and I've mentioned them already in another chat earlier today, there's a company called Elmarks. One of the clients that they worked with this year, so Elmarks is corporate innovation partner for corporates.
Yeah.
One of the clients they worked with earlier this year was Alder Hey, which is like the biggest children's hospital in the UK.
Okay.
And one of the sectors they were looking to try and find innovation was for immersive experiences for children that are in hospital, so that they can have a better experience while they're in the hospital environment.
Yeah.
So there's a load of things going on in that space, but loads of people we can hopefully introduce you to and kind of link in this content as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like where are you at the moment? Like obviously what's the next steps for you? Are you would you classify yourself as a tech company or a tech startup, and are you looking to scale or raise investment, that type of stuff?
Yeah, so we're definitely a tech startup
Yep.
going into scale up.
Yep.
We're currently at a stage where we are now starting to actively look for investment as well.
Good.
I think we had to kind of wait a little bit for the whole COVID phase
Yeah.
for us for the right moment.
Yeah.
I think the technology as well is the already past that stage where more people are learning how to adopt it.
Yeah.
So I think it's the right timing, definitely.
Excellent.
We recently developed our own platform that allows us to distribute and manage all types of those immersive technology applications at scale. And the whole idea is that, usually big companies and small companies with remote work, they'll have people based all over the world.
Yeah.
So why would you not put these people in an immersive virtual environment
Yeah.
where they can collaborate, they can work on the usual projects, the 3D models, and basically just save from traveling, save from, having to, waste materials maybe on something that you don't even know how exactly it's going to work in the real life. So where we're looking at is positioning ourselves as the company that is making this technology accessible to more businesses.
Yeah.
And the way we do it is by using the platform. It took us a while to build it, so we're more than ready to now put it out there and tell people about what we do.
So finally, before we move on to obviously our next chat in the startup zone, how can people find you? Like what's your website address, what's your socials, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, the company is called Digitalnauts.
Yep.
So it's like astronauts, but digital. That's how we spell it.
Cool.
So they can find us at our website and on LinkedIn. So the website is just www.digitalnauts.co.uk.
And we're spelling Nauts as Nauts, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Okay, and that's .co.uk?
Yes.
Excellent. And then on LinkedIn as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah, perfect. It's been an absolute pleasure to find out more about your business. I think it's a massive space at the moment. Obviously, VR is a massive space in a way anyway, isn't it? So
it is.
Obviously, it's a great environment to be working in. So look forward to finding out more about the business over the next few months and seeing where it goes as well. So thank you for your time today.
That's lovely. Thank
Great
you so
stuff.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be back soon with more Starticus chats at Digital DNA Glasgow.